Right now to one of the biggest events in Australia to commemorate the October 7 atrocities that are about to begin. This event's about to begin in Moorabbin in Melbourne in just under half an hour. So far, 5,000 people have RSVP'd. We're told the Prime Minister and the Attorney General Mark Dreyfus will be there, a whole lot of other VIPs too. But it's the real people, the Jewish community, that are there and honoured tonight. Two of the members of that community, Keren Zelwer and Jonathan Cohen, join me tonight. Keren and Jonathan, thank you very much. I'll come to you first, Keren, if I can. Why was it so important for you to turn up to this event tonight, and what does it mean for you to see so many people standing with you and showing solidarity?
Thank you. Tonight marks the most horrific loss of Jewish life since the Holocaust, and it's really important for our community to be able to block out the noise and have our own safe space to be able to mourn and grieve and really cry together with our brothers and sisters in Israel and stand in solidarity with them. We haven't had the opportunity to do that because we've been so busy advocating and the noise around us. It's really important for us to come together and pray for the hostages, including a 1-year-old baby who's stuck in Gaza still. And really it's an ongoing mourning for our brothers and sisters in Israel who continue to fight for their country. And it's really meaningful for us to have people come and join us here to listen to the personal stories from hostage family members and from Nova survivors. We welcome all support so that you can bear witness and tell the world about what happened.
Jonathan, I don't think anyone else has had as many pro-Palestinian protests as Melbourne has. What's that been like for you as a member of Melbourne's Jewish community?
Yeah, well, it's been extremely confronting, and I guess this has really been the case in a lot of Western cities. And it's not so much the act of protest, but it's been, at times, the open support for frank terrorism, with some of the most egregious examples of Jew hate, of anti-Semitism, that I didn't think would exist in the streets. And it's certainly kept the Jewish community at times away from their major centres. We had a nice rally yesterday in the city to sort of reclaim that space. But it really, week to week seems to be getting worse and worse, and it's quite demoralising.
Keren, one bright light there was for us all today was to see in that Herald poll that almost 2/3 of Australians reject the anti-Semitism and the protests that are happening, and they feel that the protesting is not making them feel safe, that they share great concern and solidarity with Jewish Australians. I guess the message tonight and the show of strength of people there is also to say that the people who are against you are the minority.
We really appreciate that, and I think there is a silent majority out there. We really call on them to stand up and to speak, even though we understand that it's difficult. But I think that there are people that are seeing that they do not want flags of terrorists being flown on their streets and the extremism. It's one thing to mourn the death of innocents in Gaza, and that's okay, and we understand that. But it's a very different thing to fly the flags of terrorists or have a picture of Nasrallah, for example, and to take over the streets and really disrupt. And I think that regular Australians are getting sick of that.
They absolutely are. We stand with you tonight. Keren and Jonathan, thank you. Thank you for your time.